Okay, so I see a lot of familiar faces in front of me. For those who don't know me, my name is Charles Hutchison. I'm Dorney Park's Public Relations Manager. It's a pleasure to be here with you today. I want to thank you all for coming out. We've got beautiful weather today, this week. It's a great day for Dorney, truly, both in the sense of our guests here at the park are going to enjoy an awesome day with some wonderful weather, and because of the news and the announcement that we're about to make to you. As you know, we're here today to tell you about the new attraction that's going to be installed on the construction site to my left, where we've already broken ground earlier this season. And ride announcements are always exciting for me because I think of the tens of thousands of guests who are going to be thrilled by the new experience, who are going to be running to the ride in the morning, screaming with excitement as they experience the thrill of the new attraction, running from the ride to share their stories of bravery with their friends and family. So when you think about that, you realize it is a meaningful impact on many guests' lives who get to come to Dorney Park. And one of our goals here is to make the Dorney Park experience the absolute best day of their summer. So if you come to Dorney Park and you enjoy these rides and attractions, we hope that's what you can take away from it. Today I have the pleasure of being here with you for the event. This kind of starts a new era in Dorney Park's history, kind of like all the other major installations before it. All the Dorney Park skyline here, from Steel Force to Thunderhawk and Talon and Hydra, and all the great rides that we enjoy throughout our summers as Lehigh Valleyans and Philadelphianites and New Jerseyans and New York City residents and everyone else who comes to Dorney Park. They're familiar with these names as household names. So I'm happy to be able to stand here and kick off a new name that can be part of your households and part of your summertime fun. Now, along with the announcement that we're going to get to in just a moment, Dorney Park is also unveiling today our 2012 Season Pass product lineup that's being introduced with an unbeatable, I don't think I've seen this in my 5 years here, low introductory offer. So for the guests who I was just referencing, who do enjoy the new thrills and the old thrills of Dorney Park season after season, and come back to the park multiple times, I'm sure they're going to enjoy their full summer of fun next year when they pay only $89.99 for their 2012 Season Pass. That's a phenomenal price. If you think $89.99, it pays for itself in 2 visits or less. Those passes are going to go on sale at that price starting this Saturday, September 3rd. And that introductory price is going to continue to be available through September 18th. And that's both available online at our website, dorneypark.com, and here at the park at our Season Pass office in the main plaza. So I'm sure you're all eager to get to the news and meet our hidden live mascots who experienced a little accidental unveiling a couple minutes ago, but we'll get to those guys in just a moment. So at this time, I'm very proud to stand here and introduce to you Dorney Park's Vice President and General Manager. Everyone, round of applause for Mr. Jason McClure.
Thanks, Chuck. Good morning, everybody. I'm glad that you guys showed up today. We're very excited about the announcement. Hope you've got about 45 minutes, because I've got a 45-minute speech prepared for today. Now, you know, before we get started, I want to, what a beautiful day. It's an opportunity for me to give a shout out to the Dorney Park staff. You know, as many of you know, it's been a rough weekend throughout the community and the area, and our thoughts are with all the folks that have been affected by the hurricane and the flooding afterwards. And you know, Dorney's no exception to that. Cedar Creek that flows through the park is kind of the reason we're here, how the park started 128 years ago. But it's not our friend when it rains, so I want to give a big thank you to all the staff at the park that helped clean everything up and get the park back ready to open this week. So thank you to all of you guys. This 2012 is going to be my 5th season here at Dorney Park, and you know, the one thing I love about Dorney Park and Whitewater Kingdom is the diversity of our product offerings and the great value that we present and offer to our guests. Between the world-class thrills with our roller coasters, the water park, and then the family and children attractions as well. And that's kind of how we plan our capital investment through the years. You know, in my 5 years, in 2008, we did Possessed here behind us, which has been our last roller coaster that we installed at the park. 2009, the Good Time Theater with the Snoopy-themed ice shows, which are really a great, you know, family entertainment option for our guests. Back to Thrills in 2010 with Demon Drop. And then this season, 2011, we unveiled Planet Snoopy, which is a tremendous kids theme park within Dorney Park that we've got a great response from families who've enjoyed Planet Snoopy throughout the 2011 season. You know, since Cedar Fair acquired Dorney Park, they've invested over $275 million in the park, evolving us from, you know, a park long ago started as a trout hatchery to the world-class entertainment destination that we are now. And for 2012, our 128th season, we're excited to get back to another thrill edition, back to a roller coaster. And as you see, the construction guys have started preparations now for opening day of 2012. Dorney Park's proud to announce our latest world-class coaster, Stinger. So. There you go. The Stinger will come to this section of the park and add to the Dorney Park skyline, as Chuck had spoken about earlier. And Chuck will get into some of the details of the ride, but we're very excited to make this new addition to our roller coaster lineup next season here at Dorney Park. So, Chuck, back to you.
So, Stinger is a pretty major ride for our park. When the ride is complete, it's going to stand 132 feet tall, not on one lift hill, but on two. Two parallel side-by-side lift hills, which is what makes it resemble our friend the Scorpion here. Matt, if you want to unveil our live mascots over there, we'll introduce you to the team that's representing our ride. We've got a couple live Emperor Scorpions there to join us for today's events. So Stinger's 138 foot tall, inverted boomerang shuttle roller coaster, represented as a scorpion ready to strike. But there is no venom here. Riders will only be injected with a pure rush of adrenaline as they sit face to face with their friends and get flipped 6 times as they race along the 1,014 feet of overhead track, both forward and then again in reverse. This $10 million Stinger roller coaster project brings a thrill experience to Dorney Park like none other before it. Seated face to face with your friends or your family who you're riding with, you'll be able to look into the eyes and sense their fear or excitement or bravery or whatever it is, the emotion that they're exemplifying as they enjoy the ride. The face-to-face coaster begins when riders are lifted up the first of 2 side-by-side 138-foot lift hills and released back down the ascent. They'll progress through the ride station into a Cobra Roll, a feature that has 2 inversions. Upon exiting the Cobra Roll, the train will pull vertical G-forces as it ascends and riders' legs kick skyward on the outside of a vertical loop. Upon exiting the loop, the train will ascend a second lift hill, and the ride might seem like it's over at this point because you've re-engaged the cable lift. But it's only half over because you only have a moment to catch your breath until your train is released and you repeat the ride cycle in reverse. Stinger is going to be rated at Dorney Park as a level 5 aggressive thrill coaster, and it is suited for riders who are a minimum of 54 inches tall. As you see, groundwork on the project is already underway at our construction site here. This is the northwest corner of Dorney Park's property, approximately the location where a former roller coaster used to stand called Laser. Again, just to summarize or recap, this is a steel inverted boomerang shuttle roller coaster. It's manufactured by Vekoma Rides Manufacturing in the Netherlands. Again, the ride is 132 feet tall, 1,014 feet of track. Maximum speed reached will be roughly 55 miles per hour. And the train, to me, is the most interesting thing because of its unique configuration. The train on this ride has 7 cars. Each car holds 4 passengers, 2 facing forward, 2 facing in reverse, so they're seated back to back. and that's what allows you to look into the eyes of your friends as you enjoy the ride. So there's a total of 28 passengers on the train, which means that we'll be able to put through up to 840 people per hour on this ride. So with that, allow me to introduce to you a special guest who came to Dorney Park today and has asked to make a couple comments. I'd like to introduce to you Mr. Brad Osborne of South Whitehall Township.
Thank you, Chuck. I remember being at the 125th anniversary celebration, and I think this is just as exciting, if not more. First of all, I'd like to say that Dorney Park is one of the most innovative, progressive, and exciting companies in the Lehigh Valley. It's really a pleasure to have South Whitehall be called the home of Dorney Park. So with that, I'm looking forward to being flipped around 6 times when the ride opens. But before I close, I'd like to also congratulate the leadership of Dorney Park, Jason and your staff. Thank you very much for offering another surprise to South Whitehall and the Lehigh Valley. Thank you.
Thank you, Brad, for your comments. Appreciate that very much. We're going to move on here. I have one more gentleman to introduce to you today, and this is Dorney Park's Vice President of Construction and Maintenance, Mr. Brad Neslin. He's a figurehead of actually making these projects possible and accomplishing the work and managing the crews here in the park. So, Brad, if you would, thank you very much.
Good morning, everybody. Just want to take this opportunity to point out that this ride, even though it will provide thrills for everybody in the community, the other thing that we're going to be providing is it's providing jobs. This is a boost to the economy. We've been able to, from the onset of the permit process, we've been able to hire local engineering firms from civil engineering, electrical engineering, structural engineering. All of those were hired from the local area. In addition, once this project got its permits in August, we were able to hire also local contractors for that. We've been able to utilize the general contractor who subcontracted the drilling contractor who put in the 38 piers that are done here. They ranged in depth from 17 to 45 feet. Next, we'll be putting the pier caps on, and again, there's other contractors that will be brought into this. We've got our painting contractors, electrical contractors, it's just mechanical contractors. There's been a lot of people involved in this, and we're real happy to be able to provide that opportunity. Once this kicked off in August, we were able to get all the piers in. We're now installing the pier caps. Once those pier caps are in, we'll have a cure period, and when we're done with that curing period, we will start erecting steel. I'm hoping to erect steel early October. From that point, we're projecting early November. We'll be able to start running and work out the commissioning with the ride, which will put us at around December 1st to hand the keys over to Jason McClure. With that, I'll hand it back over to Chuck.
Thanks, man. Thank you. I'd like to just kind of close our little announcement here today by letting our media know that we have some press kits available for you. Please feel free to take one. You have a ride fact sheet, the actual press release, and also the information and the photos that you see in front of you in a digital format so that they're easy to use back at the studio. And thank you to all of our guests who came out to join us for the event today. And I see many of my colleagues here. Thank you for coming. So we hope you all have an opportunity to enjoy Stinger with us next season. We'll look forward to having you here at the park. And I'm sure I'll see many of you at our upcoming Halloween Haunt event, which begins on Friday, September 23rd. We're going to have a couple of great new attractions at our Halloween Haunt this year too, so we'll look forward to having you out for that. Thank you very much. Appreciate you coming out today.